Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Pokehead Joe, and you're pretty cool for being here. Thank you for stopping by and watching my latest haul video. As you saw right there at the beginning, I officially bought my very first pop for myself. I don't know if that's really true. My wife has bought some that she knew that I was really much into. She's more of the pop collector than I am. But this is the first one that I physically sought and bought myself. It was a pre-order through Pop in a Box. And if you don't know anything about Pop in a Box, it's a garbage place. The box is all dented up and everything else, and it's usually why I don't order a lot of pops to begin with or deal with it because I don't have to deal with the cases. However, I got it. I got MacGyver. Now, why is this a big deal? Um, as I say on here all the time, I'm a nostalgic person as I get older. And I talked about Gambit, how I learned sleight of hand card magic because of Gambit and the things he could do. But even that was even in the late 80s, early 90s. When I was a child, I did not miss a single episode of MacGyver. And I still own every single episode of MacGyver. Even when I was stationed in Iraq or wherever else in the world, at night to unwind, I would watch, you guessed it, MacGyver. So I'm really happy to have that as my one and only pop. It's pretty cool. He's holding his little Swiss Army knife in there. He's rocking his mullet. He's got his leather jacket on. And then of course there's Richard Dean Anderson on the back. And yes, for some of my younger viewers out there, Richard Dean Anderson did play in other shows other than Stargate and whatever crap show came after that. Now, my wife also decided to do something else. She wants to up her pop game a little bit, and I thought this was a pretty cool little pop that she brought in too. I normally don't get into pops. That's Spectacular Spider Grandpa by no leaps and bounds. He is the pop guy. So I'm not trying to take anything away from his show. However, when I saw this pop, and I know he's a Venom fan, and I've been reading a lot of the books lately too. Oh, the glare is horrible tonight. That was pretty cool with all the green slime on this tongue. So my wife has decided that she's probably going to go ahead and get the rest of them, and there they are, which is cool, right? I mean, everybody needs a hobby. Everybody should collect something. Doesn't matter if it's a value or not. That's just something that, as you get older, you get nostalgic and you want to collect things. It happens. Just don't let it get out of control and be a hoarder and have like stacks of newspapers or whatever weird stuff they do. And if you're watching my channel and you're a hoarder, stop. Right? Like, throw the trash away and keep the good stuff. So sorry for the last video coming up so late, but I was still recovering from Baltimore Comic Con, which if you haven't seen my last video, definitely go check that out. It was, again, I can't tell you how great of an experience that was, going to a Comic Con of that size, and my first Comic Con being in Dallas, which kind of motivated me to do this, to start doing this a lot, and really get into the community. That's really why I do this. It was phenomenal. All the stuff that we didn't film, that's where the craziness was. But we got some other things coming up. Real quick shout out to Comics Misexplained. Thank you for subscribing, for one thing. You're a really cool guy, and it was great meeting you. And also All About Comics, thank you for subscribing as well. Welcome. I hope I do not disappoint. But that's not why you're here. You're here to see what my haul is. And I have my comic book shop, and I placed an order tonight. Should be here by Friday. Should be ready for another Friday video, so I may have 2 out this week, but I'm not sure. But hey, you can always come back and watch it anytime. It's not like I'm doing this stuff live, because I got to script what I'm going to say out, even though it doesn't seem that way. But that's not why you're here. So why are you here? You're here to see what I got and what cool variants I got in covers, because you know I'm a variant lover and I love me some value and rarity. So as always, let me know what I did or how I did. Let me know how I did. Am I just wasting my time? Is it just like I have bad taste? Are we doing okay and you agree with it? or should I just like stop this? Like I'm ignoring you, or not ignoring. I'm annoying you at this point. I will tell you this: I am known for my douchebaggery from Baltimore. When I drink a little too much, I can be a little bit of a douchebag. But anyway, here we go. Very first comic we're going to talk about Justice League Dark. I have been loving this story. I would have to say it's probably one of the better DC comics out there. I've been digging the story. Plus, Wonder Woman apparently gets a new superpower. I don't know what that's about. I'm going to read it. As you can tell, I haven't even opened it yet. We're going to read that tonight. Unfortunately, this story's been kind of bugging me a little bit. I'm not really sure what they're trying to go with in it. But I've really been digging the artwork on the covers. I've been digging a lot of this kind of painted scene. And this is, of course, Action Comics number 1003. I don't know why I've been liking that so much. It's just really clean looking, and I really like those covers. I'm going to stand this way a little bit and try to get it out of the... There it is. Alright. Next, another story I have just been absolutely enjoying. Been getting into it. Just loving it. And that's Amazing Spider-Man. This is number 6. And as you all know, I've been doing everything I can to get all these kind of Ghost Rider variants on the covers. I've really been digging that story as well. And plus, it's just really cool having them on there and everywhere. Alright. Spider-Gideon. I'm not going to say whatever it is everybody else is saying. Gideon or Gideon. Whatever the case may be. Let me get this focused for you. Really cool. I'm really interested in seeing this. I know this is part of the Spider-Verse, so I'm kind of excited about that. X-Men Red. I'm not a big X-Men Red reader. I've been reading most of the summaries and digital stuff. But I had to get this cover. I mean, Honey Badger, just comical, whimsical. Then we got X-23. I'll buy that any day. Great covers. Now this I bought straightly for the cover, although I have been reading the books as well. And it's been kind of up and down on the storyline. But this is that beautiful Venom First Host cover where the skull's coming out of the symbiote. How cool is that? I mean, that's just kind of a new take on that. That's kind of cool. Story. At first, I did not like this story. I didn't get it. It was mostly because I hadn't read it in forever. But once I kind of started understanding it, people kind of started explaining it to me. It started making sense because it kind of just picked right up where it left off. So I didn't understand a lot of the beginning of it. And again, of course, it has my man, Cosmic Ghost Rider, on it with the chains and everything. I've been digging the story now that I understand it. And enjoying it. If this doesn't pick up soon, I'm going to drop this. And that's horrible for me to say because I like Punisher. I really do. Just as a character by himself, but this has been really... right? It gets my of the week. I know. Some of you out there, you like Punisher and he can't do wrong by you. But the artwork in it's kind of weird, and I mean, it's not really a very gripping tale, I don't think, at this point. Had to pick this up. It's a number 1. There's been some hubbub and talk about it, and it's had some interesting artwork on it, I would say. And of course, we're dealing with the death of Superman again, and this is Heroes in Crisis. Okay, I'll give it a shot. I'll check it out. The artwork seems pretty clean in it. So, yeah, I'll try it out and we'll see what's going on. Now, if you haven't read any of the Warped Infinity stories lately, they just recently did the Captain America with Doctor Strange mesh up there. That was okay story, right? They basically just took Steve Rogers' old story and just kind of threw some cosmic powers into it with some magic voodoo stuff. And it was kind of, okay, you know what, I'm going to buy it. It's Captain America. I like Captain America, so I'm going to do that. I'm a sucker for it. Even the bad Captain America stories. Like, I grab them up. I'm just a Captain America guy. So I figured, all right, I'll give it a chance with this Iron Hammer deal. Now, I went ahead and went with this variant, mostly because I think if I don't like the story and I go for the full run of it, I think I can offload it pretty easily. I've heard a lot of people say a lot of great things about this, so I was like, okay, you know what? Let's give it a shot. Now, if you don't understand why they're doing the mix-up of this stuff with the Infinities, you gotta keep reading the Infinity stuff. It has been just epic storytelling. It really has. And what happened is, I don't want to give it away, but a character collapsed the universe into each other, so a lot of things are kind of mixed. So you got a lot of these mixed superhero deals. Bone Parish, been reading this. It's a weird story. I like it for its weirdness. I want to see where it goes. I'm more in suspense about what's going to happen next. It's one of those cliffhanging type books. Artwork's okay in it, pretty clean. Story's easy to follow. But I'm waiting for the big moment in the comic book. So we'll see what happens there. Picked up Spider-Gideon #0. Not really sure what this story is going to entail, but I've been reading a lot of this kind of stuff lately, so why not? I like the different versions of the Spider-Man multiverse. I like it. Plus, Spider-Ham. I like Spider-Ham. Like, it was one of my first comic books when I was a kid. So anytime they have that, why not? And that's my haul, actually. So, short haul, simple enough. So, what do we got going on? Updates and news. So, we have a Comic-Con happening here in Virginia. It's the Hampton Comic-Con at the Hampton Roads Convention Center. It is on October the 20th through the 21st. I believe me and Spider Grandpa, we are going to go to it, but this is a smaller con. It's just 2 days. Over the weekend. It's mostly vendors. They do have some stars coming in, so definitely take a Google on that and take a look and see if you're interested. Now, if you're going, let us know. Like, let us know. I'm telling you, the things you do at Comic-Con and the people that you meet and just having food and maybe a couple of drinks if that's your thing, and the conversations and the banter. I'll tell you what, that's really what makes this community what it is. And it's really where I've gotten kind of an eye-opener on where and how and what to do on these kind of things. So hopefully you've been enjoying that. So if you're at the Hampton Comic-Con, I don't know if it's going to be as wild as Baltimore. I would say, yeah, it probably is, but don't tell my wife, she's upstairs. But we'll probably end up having a good time. And I'm going to tell you right now, the word around the community that we've been talking about is Chicago Comic-Con. Now, I know a bunch of guys are going up to New York Comic-Con, but some of us need a little break over the winter time because I like hunting and things like that too, so I think I'm going to miss New York. But the plan right now is in March to go to Chicago, which is Spectacular Spider Grandpa's hometown. We're probably going to start saving up the ducats to head on out there and have a great time. So if you would like to meet us out there, definitely start saving those bucks now and come on out with us. I'm happy to buy you a drink. Luckily, my subscriptions are low enough I can probably afford it. Alright guys, what'd you think of the video? How are we doing? Thumbs up, thumbs down, be honest. Leave a comment down below if I'm missing something here in my hauls, or if you think there's something I should check out. And if you're interested in the Hampton Comic Con, definitely let me know. I'll get you some dates and some links for that, because unfortunately for some reason I can't put them down below. I don't know why it won't let me do that. I'll have to figure that out. I'm going to be putting some things on eBay tonight. And I got a haul I got to take out to the auction house of some things I just couldn't sell. So they'll go away there, and all that's Chicago money. Right? So, see you soon. Oh, and also, real quick, something I want to start trying to do to get some of you all to comment. What are you picking up tomorrow? It's Tuesday night. What are you looking at? What are you eyeing? Right? What kind of stories are you looking into? I know what I'm ordering, and I'll be able to shoot a video out that to you. Luckily, most of you are YouTubers yourself, so I'll probably just watch it on your video. But if you're getting something cool, let me know, right? Alright guys, take it easy, good night, get some sleep, don't let the bed bugs bite. Bye.